Hey, welcome everyone. Dr. Barrett here from Vibrant Life Center. Want to talk to you about, you've heard a lot about adjusting the dials. We're going to be adjusting the dials. The particular dial we want to adjust in here is your immune system dial. So I got this dial here, actually. I'm going to show you my dial. My dial, if you can see it, is turned up to 11. I got an 11 on my dial. This is a cool gift given to me that I don't know if you can see it. Anybody's ever seen? There it is. You ever seen Spinal Tap, man? Nigel, his amp goes up to 11. Anyway, immune system dial. All the dials, the social distancing dials, the gloves, the whatever. Those are outside-in things. They're not really going to protect you. The bug's going to be here. It just is. And, if you read the research, whether they had lockdowns or they don't lock down, the result seems to be the same. Ours seems to be worse than anybody's here in Minnesota, in the United States, short of New York, for deaths per capita and how it's going down. And it's unfortunate. So what I want to do is get you some tools so that you and your family are protected. That's not going to be outside in, wearing more gloves and wearing mask advice. Not going to be not hugging your grandkids and not, don't let your, neighbors come over. We've done enough of that. We've done that for 2 months. It's time to turn the dials up on your immune system. So how are you going to do that? Immune system, mainly we know your body heals when it sleeps. So improve your sleep. Start working on your sleep. Make sure you're going to bed a regular time. And we are doing we're doing a little thing here. We're actually giving away a package to help people sleep. The Sleep Bundle. I'll just give you some tools about, what's important about that. Main tool, people have difficulty sleeping. They ask me about this all the time. They ask me about melatonin. Melatonin's a hormone. Not a big fan of that. I mean, if you're switching time zones and you use it for a couple days, okay, no big deal. But as an ongoing tool to supply your body with outside-in hormones from the outside, not a great idea. What we generally rely on is 5-hydroxytryptophan. It's an amino acid. It's like food, really. Amino acids are building blocks of proteins. And this is the precursor. Hydroxytryptophan looks like this, 5-HTP. It's the precursor to serotonin in your body. People will take, serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs like Prozac, Wellbutrin, tools like that. Those act within the synapse, and it's not specific, so that's not the greatest tool either. This is a better way to start giving your body the ability to make its own serotonin. That and adjustment. Serotonin is actually made in the nervous system in the thoracic spine, interestingly, right in front of the thoracic spine in the body. Very odd. Interacts with your digestion. It's very curious. People talk about, you have a gut feeling. Well, your thoracic spine, your middle back nervous system interacts with your gut and certainly chemical balance in terms of serotonin production. Other tools. People who just can't relax, can't turn off. Magnesium. People are usually deficient in magnesium because of our diet and the kind of food that we're eating and how we're farming. But this you can use for if you're having mild muscle relax or, kind of restless leg kind of thing, muscle spasm, things like that. It lowers blood pressure. It kind of calms your brain. This helps people sleep as well. So magnesium is another tool. Also, salt stone for people who have anxiety. Salt stone helps people with anxiety. Turmeric, a mild anti-inflammatory. A nice water bottle. Oh, and a pillow to help support your position when you sleep. Maintains the normal curvature in your neck so you can sleep properly. So we're giving that away. Actually, you can enter. You don't even need to come in to do that. You can just go to Google and leave us a Google review. You can enter to win that. Like us on Facebook, and we'll put a entry in. Which, by the way, we just started this week, so your chances are very high. It's really high. Because we just started this week and it's only got like this many, so your chances are really high of being able to win that bugger. So what else do we need to talk about? So we talked about sleep. We need to talk a little bit about a couple other supplements. We've talked in the past about vitamin C. I can't even keep it in the building anymore. I'm on my third supplier. Everybody gets that vitamin C is helpful. Last week we talked about we talked about omega-3 fatty acids. Fish oil. and the important constituents of fish oil, EPA and DHA. So when you look on the front, you're going to see 1,000 milligrams. Don't care what it says on the front. You got to turn the label around. Look up the back on EPA, DHA. You need to get about 1,500 milligrams of EPA, DHA. Why do you want to do that? What's that got to do with this immune system thing? Well, in the current crisis, one of the things that's taking people's lives is what's called the cytokine storm. Cytokine storm is the body's chemical messenger to bring white blood cells and try and fight the fight, right? But fighting the fight leaves all this carnage in the area. Carnage in the area of the lungs makes it difficult to exchange oxygen while this fight is going on. And then person expires because they end up basically suffocating from all of the pus and exudate fighting this fight. So omega-3 mitigates that fight a little bit. So, and everybody's always a little bit omega-6 pro-inflammatory state just from eating too much pasta, mashed potatoes, breads, crackers, snacky kind of things, potato chips, corn, high fructose corn syrup things. Anything in a box is very high in inflammatory nutrition. So omega-3 mitigates that a little bit. It's not going to be the end-all be-all, but really I take it every day and we eat pretty well. It's just a good idea. You should be doing that. The other thing is probiotics. Probiotics, they are your immune system, the bugs that live on you and in you. They protect you. They're the number one defense, really. It's like the dandelions on your lawn. The number one defense against dandelions is having a healthy lawn, feeding your lawn and keeping your lawn healthy. You can go back and try and kill them with Roundup herbicide, but then you kill everything, right? That's what antibiotics do when you take antibiotics because you have an overwhelming infection and you've lost that battle. You take an antibiotic, you've just killed everything. You got to start over with probiotics. I'll just share with you this one right here. It isn't, to be honest, we really don't know that much about what strain does what. This is BizBiome. You can buy this online or in the office. It's got 8 strains in it. Each capsule has 112.5 billion. It's maybe $65, 60 capsules, 112.5 billion. The math, there's like 7 trillion bugs in here for like $70, something like that. As opposed to if you go to the Hy-Vee or the Whole Foods, you will find 30 capsules generally, 50 billion, 55 billion, and it will be $50. So a month, if you really want to do like 100 billion a day, which is a good start, you will need 2 of those. It'll cost you $100 a month to do 100 billion a day, and it'll last you just 1 month. That 112 billion will last you 2 months. So it's like 4 times the bugs in the jar and maybe 1.5 times the money. So you can buy that online, buy it in the office. Great tool for staying healthy. Just because, like I said, the bacteria fight the fight for you. They use up all the resources, so bad bugs, bad pathogens can't set up house. So those are the tools for today. That's what I wanted to share with you. Turn the dial. If you're going to turn any dials, let's turn up your immune system dial. All this outside-in stuff, wearing masks and gloves, they're somewhat helpful. That's what the research says, somewhat helpful. But it is not going to protect you ultimately from all the bugs out there. If you do these things, we're not just talking about this one virus. You do these things, it protects you from colds, it protects you from flu, it does all kinds of things. And the other thing, of course, brain has to be connected to all of your body to run right. All the organs, all the glands, brain, spinal cord to the end cells. That connection has to be clear. Get adjusted, make sure your immune system's working right, get some sleep, take your probiotics, take your vitamin C, add some D to that, mitigate the inflammatory diet with omega-3s, you're there. Probably about the best program you could invent for staying healthy. So anyway, that's the word for today. I'm Dr. Barrett. This is Vibrant Life Center. Have an awesome day. God bless.